Get this adjusted here a little bit. There we go. See if anybody pops on. My hair's getting kind of scraggly. Hope some folks come on. I see the Philippines is getting some serious flooding, and they're talking about putting a subway in Manila. That's just going to be a drain, is what it's going to be. It's going to be really, really bad. I don't think that's a good idea, putting a subway in Manila. That place, every time you turn around, floods. It's just like Davao. I remember when I was in Davao, the damn water was up to my knees. It's crazy.
Hello.
Hi, handsome. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Yeah, my beautiful boy, huh?
Papa, I know what, if we get a girl dog, I know what to name it.
What?
Holly.
What about Penelope?
Ooh.
That's a good
That's a
name.
better name.
Yeah, or Clementine.
No.
My mom had a pit bull named Clementine. Penelope's good. Hey, there's somebody on there. Who's on there? Hey, how you doing? Sometimes YouTube doesn't let me see the comments, though. They did that to me a couple times already, and it's kind of a bummer. Look at that messy hair. A couple people on there. Say hey. Let me know who's on there. I see that our president decided. Well, I think they decided for him that he's not going to run anymore, and now they got Harris that's going to run. Oh my goodness. I just shake my head, but we'd be the laughing stock of the world. We would definitely get attacked from everybody. She's really, really something. All she's worried about is gun bans and all this kind of stuff, you know. But even Trump talks about that stuff, red flag laws and giving the police indemnity. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to give the police any more power. They just had that cop shoot the woman in the face. He just went in her house, and she took the stuff off the stove. She didn't even have the pot in her hand. She had on a mitt, a oven mitt, and she just put her, she had her hands like that, and he shot her in the face, murdered her, killed her. I hope he don't get off. I really do hope he don't get off. That's going to be a raw deal. But they take their power a little bit too far, guys. They really do. And he murdered that poor woman, and she's the one who called him. And he was. You could see when he first got there that he was just a prick. He was just a royal prick right off the bat. Smart alecky and all that stuff. And then when they showed pictures of him in the, when they took him in and charged him with murder, he looks like a prick. Hey, Hammer, how you doing, buddy? I'm telling you what, I don't think our new this Harris woman's going to have a chance. I really don't. Even the Mexicans don't like her. So I don't think she's going to make it. So how you been doing, buddy? Been doing good? Yeah, I see. I got a few people in there. Say hey. Say hi to everybody. I had the kids up at there. Oh, good. That's real good. I had the kids up at the park today. We rode the bicycles. I rode the tandem up, and then Faye come walking up a little bit later. I think she's afraid to ride on the tandem, though. Dorothy rides on it. Maddie rides on it. Mumu will be riding on it pretty soon. They seem to really like it. And Mumu can reach the pedals, so I'm going to let him next time we go riding, I'm going to let him ride in the back. He's a pretty good little guy. But what do you guys think of of Harris being president? You know what really gets me? If this guy's so feeble, I honestly don't think he should finish out the term. I really don't. If he can't do the re-election, what's he doing? But then look who we're going to get. We're going to get the cackling hyena. A. Steinmetz, yeah, I know. I can't stand her. So she doesn't have that vote. And they make a big fuss that she's black. She's Jamaican. No, I don't think she has a chance either. I've had people saying, "Oh no, there's going to be a lot of people voting for her," and I talked to a couple people. I'm voting for her. Come on, really? I mean, if you listen to her in her speeches, there's something wrong with her. There's something bad wrong in between them ears. I, you know, just a, just a strange person. I think she did a lot of dope and stuff, and fried her brain. And then they do interviews with her, and she says sometimes you got to hock tui. What the hell was that? Gosh, I can't believe it. I just shake my head at this. If they cheat and do get her in, man, yes, Simons, they sure do. You know what? You know what really kills me? There was a second shooter, and they held Trump with his head wide open for the next guy to take a shot. He must have chickened out because he saw his buddy get shot in the head, and he probably figured, man, if I shoot him, they're going to do the same to me, and he boogied. But some there was something up. There was something up with that. That Secret Service is. They said most of them weren't even really Secret Service. There's a lot of answering to do for that whole mess. Trump, if he was smart, he'd get his own security team. And then I just got a message from one of my buddies saying about there's a boat. They're calling all the U.S. Marshals, hundreds and hundreds of them, to Washington D.C. And what do U.S. Marshals do? They go after people and arrest them. So I don't know what is going on with that. I haven't heard any more about it. Of course, mainstream media isn't going to say a damn thing about it. But it's a real bummer that that they did that stuff. Their job was to get him the heck out of there, no matter what he wanted, whether he had his shoes or not. You drag his ass out of there. But all diversity hires and them chicks. My goodness, I was watching. It was like Keystone Cops. Just you can't do that. You can't diversity hire on something like that. Hey, how you doing, buddy? There's our buddy Ronald. So yeah, I went in the other day for, oh my goodness, I was there all day. I had test after test, breathing tests, all kinds, and then the doctor, they didn't find any of those things called amyloids in me, none in the test. So they said, well, that's good news, but they want to know why are the kidneys taking so slow to heal. So now this heart doctor, she wants to do another test. So they're going to be calling me back in probably about a week or so for, I don't know what test it is, but she says she wants to look real close and make sure everything's going to be good. So that's where I'm at with that. But my back is really sore, guys. They did the bone marrow biopsy in my hip in the back, and man, it just feels like I got kicked by a mule back there. Really stiff, hard to straighten out. And but they did say the one good thing is that they could not find any cancer cells in it at all. They had to put some kind of special scanning light on there, and it's less than 1%. And I said, well, then do I need the stem cell? And they said, absolutely. They said, you're still going to get that because we're going to make sure there's nothing left. And they said that was a really good outcome. So hopefully things get better. But I'm not 100%. Can't stand up straight worth a damn. I'm bent over, so I'm 6'4" now. They measured my height the other day, 190 pounds, 6'4". Because I can't straighten out. I just can't get my back straightened out. And they want me to do this other scan test. Laying in that machine. And I told them, look, I can't lay on my back for that long. They said it's going to be an hour and 30 minutes. I said, there ain't no way. I'm never going to get through the test. So, yeah. But I don't know. I don't guess I don't feel too bad. You know, At least I'm getting the treatment to get this out of me. I stopped taking any of those painkillers because they're making my head goofy. I get very indecisive, and I can't. I just lose my train of thought. And I said, well, that stuff's no good. So I quit taking that a while ago. I got a whole bunch of them in there. And they told me down there, well, if you need them, you should take them. And I'm like, nah, I'd rather suffer the pain than just totally lose it. Talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden, boom, I just can't. I have no idea what I was talking about. That ain't no damn good. So somebody's gonna think, hey, there's something bad wrong with that guy. So I just quit taking them. I got 30 or 40 of them in there. But hopefully that'll clear up. So Ronald, you're voting for Kamala, huh? Is that going to be your girl? I seen your stuff on Facebook. I don't think you like that one too much. Yeah, there you go, Ronald. Well, I'll tell you what, I did take them. They do help. I mean, I had days where I couldn't even get on my feet and eat one of them, and then at least I'm able to navigate a little bit. But I just don't like the idea that they're making my head screwy. This stuff of me losing my train of thought. I was with my buddy in the store, and I just sort of froze up in the grocery store the one day, and I'm like, just real indecisive. What the hell? And that was no good. So, but we went and got some. Faye and I went and got some groceries. When we go to the store on the bike, we won't be able to do it in the winter. But what we do is we make a couple trips. We don't go and try to get everything all at once. I got that big green bag, and we go. We get so much stuff, and then we come home, and then we go back and get some more stuff. Hopefully, we'll have a car down the road here soon. Time will tell. Time will tell. So there's a lot. Seems like there's a lot of really nice ones. A lot of nice cars for sale. I did notice the prices. They're jacking them up. They had one car. I saw it on there last week. It was a Mercury, and they wanted 5,000 even for it. And then I saw it again today, and they want 5,500. So instead of the price going down, it went up. But it was nice. A Florida car, no rust, 4.6 motor, and that's the motor I want, guys. That 4.6. I rented one, and those things are just bulletproof. That's going to be the newest bulletproof motor. Let's see. Yeah, she didn't do anything. She didn't even go down there. They asked her. They said, "Well, you haven't even been to the border yet." She's like, "Well, I haven't been to Europe either." What kind of answer is that? I just shook my head like, dang, there's brain cells in there, but not a lot of them working, I don't think. So we're back again. I saw my buddy from the Philippines. I just let him know that I was on the live right now. Island Tracker. But beautiful day. Oh, he's going to come on over. That's good. That's real good. I don't think he likes Harris either. But that thing on with Joe on there, that to me just didn't look real. When I was watching that, it kind of looked like it was one of them AI things. To me, it just didn't look like that was any real Biden. Now they're starting to say that he had something happen to him in Las Vegas, and he had a stroke or something like that. So who knows? Yeah, she couldn't run this country. I don't even think she can. Excuse me. I don't even think she could manage a checkbook. But you get people like Ocasio-Cortez. Oh yeah, that's my girl. I don't know. Weird. I don't think she likes her either. But just really, really crazy what's going on. Well, I don't know. I didn't really see a big Adam's apple, and all through the years she was hanging around with all these dudes and stuff, and you can't see any Adam's apple or anything like that. It's not like Big Mike, you know. But my goodness, I think Big Mike would be better president than her. Jeez, she's just you know, a cackling hyena, if you ask me. And if they get these dang things, there's one young dude on YouTube. He gets out there and he asks people, who you going to vote for? And I can't believe how many of these young people are saying they're going to vote for. You know, because he's a fascist, he's a this or he's a that. They're not really looking into what he did or what he, you know, they're just going on what the media tells them. And that is really bad. Who knows? I'll tell you what, if she picks Hillary, I don't think she'll be around long. Hey, there's our island tracker. Somewhere in the water. There you go. Yeah, the Philippines got some storms. They're talking in the Philippines about doing a subway. And it probably would be a good idea. It would help with the flooding in Manila. At least it would be a big drain. I wouldn't want to be in the subway when it started, when a typhoon came or anything like that. But you know, that's just is a crazy idea. Manila always floods. I mean, every time you turn around, it is right on sea level. We were just Alan Tracker and I were just showed me a video of one of these guys with these little teeny weeny boats. These things are doing like 60 miles an hour. I had one. I made it swap for a guy one time. It had a V8 motor right behind you, and you sat like in front of this motor, and this thing would do like 90. And I took it for one ride, and I sold it. And you know, the damn guy who bought it got killed on it. It just, the front end dipped into water, and that motor came right in behind him, and that was the end of him. That thing, when I was riding it, it scared the heck out of me. I had it up to about 60, and I thought, you have to be on water as smooth as glass. If you get any kind of waves or anything, and that front end goes into the water, that motor's coming right up behind you. It just scared the heck out of me. I was like, man, I don't want this thing. I traded for it, and with this fella, but I got rid of it. I rode it one time, and I mean, I got rid of it the same day I got it. This dude came up and, man, I'd like to have that. Okay, what do you give me for it? And he offered me a real good price for it. And it's all yours, buddy. Yeah, Island Tracker. Yeah, it's slick. It's very slick, and it's pretty dang clear. I was surprised how clear it was. But you have to have the fuzzy muff on there. If you don't have the fuzzy muff, it just buffets, you know, and it would drive you nuts. So you got to have that on there. But I had put the fuzzy muffs on it and all that, so it works out pretty good. It works out real good. And it wasn't too expensive. It was $40. I remember years ago those things were like 350, 400 bucks for a intercom system for your motorcycle, and they weren't good. I had a buddy that had them, and he's a pretty big kid, and I tried it out on the helmet. It was real crackly and poppy, and you know, it was hard to understand what somebody was saying. You'd have to ask him 2 or 3 times, and he paid a ton of money for it. This one here is just crystal clear. I mean, it is clear as a bell. And it's waterproof. You don't have to worry about being in the rain. It said it'll work completely submerged in water. It's sealed up real good. So yeah, that was a really good. I was pretty interested in that, Ronald, about that, and I just didn't like how the Secret Service held his head wide open for so long. You know, their job was to get him the hell out of there immediately. You know, whether he wanted his shoes or not, drag his ass the hell out of there like they did Reagan. You know, they just drug him out of there. And Reagan was a big dude. But no, they were holding him there for the second one to take a pot shot. That's what it looked like to me. you don't hold them there like that. So, and then with all this stuff going on with the U.S. Marshals going to Washington D.C., I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's going to come with that. If anybody heard anything about that, let me know. But I had an interesting thing a buddy sent me about that, and it's one of the U.S. Marshals said, "Hey, they're going to be there for about a week or so." Yeah, you gotta have the fuzzy muff on there to keep the buffeting down. But it is clear as a bell for the money. I mean, it's a really nice set. It's let's see what. Let me tell you. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna see what this is called here. Okay, guys. The one I have is called a Gear Elect DK 02 Pro, and just super easy to install. Really super easy to install. I just snapped out the headliner, and you know, no sweat. Hey, John, how you doing? Yeah, I know. They, like I said, they look like his own cops, John. It just was so stupid. But the way they held him there, with his head exposed like that, I, there was something up with that. They were in on it. I wouldn't trust any of them people for nothing if I was Trump. I'd get my own security detail and say, screw you guys. I bet you did there, buddy. Speaking to the mic. Yeah. Now, what's going on with this thing here? I gotta keep the thing from falling down. Yeah, they were in on that, buddy, John. They were in on that 100%. They said a lot of them weren't even really Secret Service. They were something else. So what the hell's that? What's that all about? You know. And then when they got on that call with Biden, he says, "Well, what'd you turn your head for?" Yeah, I don't know. I think there's that came all the way from on high to do him in, and they called it. There was different people calling that, saying that they're gonna off him. They can't beat him no matter what they do. His numbers just keep getting higher and higher. You know, I just hope he doesn't follow through on that. What do they call it? See, this is where I lose track of stuff. Sometimes my head don't work because of them pills I was taking. I quit taking them way over a week ago. See, I lost my train of thought. I can't think of what I was going to say, guys. That's not good. But he talks about this is what it is. Trump talks about the red flag laws. Yeah, take the guns first, and we'll go to court later. And he wants to give police indemnity. If a cop goes up and shoots you in the face, they're completely scot free. That fellow that just did that. You guys have you guys seen that? Did you see that? They just went into the lady's house and stuff. She didn't even have the pot in her hands. It wasn't even in her hands. If you look real closely at the video, she had an oven mitt on her hands. And this sissy blasted her in the face, headshot. So, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Track you through your neighbor's dog a loaf of bread. No, I don't know what that one's about. So, yeah, Friday in the Philippines, they got a heck of a storm. We were looking at tons of flooding. We watched that one channel, and my wife's always got the Filipino news channel on, and boy, they got a heck of a lot of flooding going on in the Philippines, and now Taiwan is getting beat. I mean, they're really getting hammered. I couldn't believe the devastation there with all the rain and stuff. So, hey, Island Tracker, I'm putting her to good use, buddy. Guys, just so you know, see this Yeti cup? Island Tracker bought that for me. I really appreciate it, but I use this thing every day. I have a hard time holding on to stuff, and this one I can get my hand in without any trouble. Buy me some time. Yeah, this election season though, this is really going to be a hoot. I can't believe how many people though they had. I watched a video the other day, and these people are actually fighting in the street over this stuff. Even these Republican guys, I'm like, leave them alone. If somebody wants to vote for her, that's their business. You vote for whoever you want to. What do you want to get pissed off at them for? One guy was threw a drink. Hi, sweetheart. Come say hi. Say hi. There's my beautiful little baby girl. We had fun riding, huh?
Yeah.
You rode on the tandem, didn't you? Yeah. Okay, John. Well, let's see what John's got to say here. Oh, there you go, buddy. Yeah, I think you'll be all right. In 38 days, it'll be all that stuff will be over. That's for sure.
Are you ready to eat?
Oh, almost.
Huh?
Almost. I was doing this here.
What's that?
Live. Saying hi to the folks. She made us something rather good to eat. I didn't know she was going to have it done this quick. That was really speedy. But I'll have to go in and eat in a little bit. But I'll hang on for a few more minutes. Yeah, it'll be a mess. But they had they were showing people fighting in the streets over who they were voting for. The guy says, "Hey, who you voting for? Oh, you're an asshole." And he threw his drink at him, and all of a sudden these guys were fisticuffing like crazy. It's like, what the heck's this all about? Me, if somebody wants to vote for, you know what I say? Knock yourself out. That's your bag. I don't, I can't tell you who to vote for. I won't. I won't vote for her. I don't. Be honest. I don't even really want to vote this time. Let's see. Another chicken tarts. No, she's making the what the heck does she call that? It's the cabbage and pork, ground pork. We like it, and then you put it over top of rice, and she's got onions and garlic and all kinds of stuff like that in there. And everybody here, we all like that. Kids, we just suck that stuff up. Let's see what we got here. No, I believe you're right, John. I believe 100% you're right. She don't got a chance. I mean, she's a babbling buffoon, and these people who say they're going to vote for her, are they really gonna? They just might sit it out. But if I hear she gets 81 million votes, I'm just going to say they did it again, because I know old Idaho, nobody was going to all of his rallies that he had. It was all news people. There was hardly anybody there. Trump was filling stadiums, and they were outside the stadiums doing tailgate parties and stuff. Hey, Mike, how you doing? I'm getting all kinds of notices. They got some big Mexican cartel dealer. Let's see. I see. No. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen, Ronald. I would love to him to clarify on what he's going to do with these red flag laws and stuff. He is a New York liberal. You got to remember that, and they're about as anti-gun as you can get. Yeah, somebody was saying, they're going to like to see the debate with camel toe and JD, and I said, no, that's not the way it's going to be. It's going to be Trump and her, and he would mop the floor with her. I mean, Haley mopped the floor with her, you know, and she's not anywhere near as good as Trump is. So, you know, she doesn't have a chance. If she goes in there, she's going to lose. If she goes into a debate with Trump, she's going to lose so many people. It's going to be just like what happened to Bidehole. Hey, Mike. No, I guess I can't complain too much. Getting better. They did that thing. My back is sore. I was saying earlier, it feels like a kick by a mule because they did the bone marrow biopsy in my back, and it just feels like a big bruise there. But they could not see any cancer cells on it at all. They couldn't find any. They had to get a special scanning device, and they found less than 1%. So, you know, they're really happy about that. So, and they didn't find any amyloids in me, so I won't have to do a whole month in the hospital. I'll be able to come home for a good part of it. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if we were attacked, I don't think she would know what to do. But I don't think she'd be running the show anyway. It would be Obama. He'd be the one running the show because she's about half of a nitwit, and you know, she's a very unlikable person. You know, the way she cackles and all that. I mean, she just gives me the creeps. You know, she just seems so dirty to me. Buddy told me, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd hit that." I said, "Oh, gosh, I'd puke." You talk about sloppy seconds, sloppy 90s. She's been around the block, that girl. You know, she's been around the block quite a lot. Or he, who knows? Who knows anymore with these peoples? Yeah, I gotta, you know, if I could just get my back straightened out. But it's so funny. They did my height and weight the other day, and I'm 6'4" now because I'm all bent over, and I got granny flaps. I got stinky. Look at this. Oh, granny flaps. I got my own built-in wingsuit, guys. Yeah, mattress back here said definitely. Yeah, and then when she pulled that Hak Tui thing, the guy was interviewed. She said sometimes you just got a Hak Tui on it. I was like, oh, that was so disgusting. You know, she's going back to her roots. I don't even think her parents like her. I bet you they'll vote for Trump. Her father's some kind of professor somewhere. But oh, she's something else. If she gets in, I'm just gonna shake my head. I ain't gonna. I'm just gonna shake my head. It'll be because there'll be a whole bunch more ballots that don't have any folds in them again. Absentee ballots, and there'll be a lot of dead people voting just like last time. Let's see. Oh yeah, she wouldn't be able to do anything like that. She wouldn't be able to define a woman. She'll just say, "Oh, you're just a bad person." You know, they don't have anything. They don't have anything on them. It's just like these young kids that are going to vote for her. And I listen to their, "Oh, he's a fascist." When was he ever a fascist? Do they even know what a fascist is? And it's so funny. It's these college kids, and when you look at them, when you look at these kids, they all got the same weird look. You know, they wear their clothes stupid, and they got these dumb glasses in their hair, and they get all indignant. I don't know. They had some girl up there, you know, "You're a fascist." She was asking Trump questions, telling him he was a fascist. And he even told her, "Hey, you don't even know what that means, do you?" He didn't have, I didn't see anywhere of him going to do anything like that, where he's going to take companies and the government's going to run them. I never seen that. Hey, Bamps. Some Bulgarian Tribiscus terrestis. You got me there, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what, my sweetie made dinner, and I'm gonna have to Amscray. I didn't know she was gonna have it done so quick. I figured I'd be on here for an hour or so or something like that, but I'm gonna have to Amscray because I can hear them in there eating already, and I got to get in there with my family. So you guys all take care, and thank you guys for all stopping in, and I'll talk to you again later, okay?